Suprasada prasannatma Vishwadruk Vishwabhuk Vibhu Satkarta Satkruta Sadhu Jantur Jannur Narayano Naraha. Suprasada prasannatma Vishwadruk Vishwabhuk Vibhu Satkarta Satkruta Sadhur Jannur Narayano Naraha.
We're seeing the name Narayana. So from it has been derived from the Naraha. We have seen last time Naraha word has got two meanings. It can mean Atma, it can mean Jiva also. Derivation is Nariyate iti, then Naraha. Nariyate, the one who is indestructible, who cannot be destroyed. That is Atma Swarupa, Chaitanya Swarupa, Atma. Or Nariyate, Nariyante, the one whose karma phalas can never get exhausted, of course, unless they are undergone. Unless the bhoga is over, they can never get exhausted. So that means it applies to Jiva, whose karma phalas cannot get exhausted unless bhoga is taken to. So from those both standpoints, that is Narayana means the one who is Naraha means from Nara, that is from Chaitanya Swarup Atma, the Pancha Mahabhutas are born, Akash, etc. So the one who abides in them, or one who pervades them as the cause, is Narayana. Or it is Jivas, who are, that means one who abides in them. So that also Narayana. The other meaning can be like this. Nara remaining Atma only. Narajatani tattvani. The tattvas. This tattva word is very interesting word. We say principle, etc. It is actually primary substance, the essential nature of a something, the real nature of something. The primary substance, when we account for, it depends on or it depends on the level at which you are investigating. Now, how to determine the primary substance? A primary substance is something which is there in the beginning at the time of birth. It is in and throughout the thing exists, and even after that, when it gets destroyed, that whatever that is born has to go back to the primary thing only. That which exists, that which is from which it is born, in which it exists, unto which it merges back. From the Jagat standpoint, if you only confine to Jagat, from that standpoint, you can say the Jagat is born from Pancha Mahabhutas, 5 elements. And entire manifest world is nothing but a permutation combination of 5 elements in varying degrees. And it merges back where? In the Pancha Mahabhutas. Means that those entities who continue to exist from birth to destruction are said to be the tattvas, the primary substance. This is in general. Means the basis from which the thing is born, in which it exists, unto which it merges back. That is what tattva. In Pralaya, Srishti, Panchamahota, etc., or Jagat. In Pralaya, even these 5 elements are destroyed. And yet, something remains. What is that remains? Chaitanya Rupa Atma Brahma. Even before the creation, Atma or Sat Brahma was there, from which Jagat is born, unto which Jagat merges back, means Tattvasya Tattva. The primary substance of the so-called Panchamahabhuta is the ultimate Tattva, is the ultimate reality. That what happens with Atma Chaitanya. But that is not a context. Here, it is confined to Panchamahabhutas. See, this, what is that? From Narat, Atmanaha, from Atma. Jatani, what are those? Narani, Tattvani, means Panchamahabhutas, they are called Narani. So, those only, Panchamahabhutas only, Ayanam, means abode, for whom is Narayana, the Bhagavan, who is abiding in the entire Panchamahabhuta and the Jagat made up of that. Or it can be, here Nara we are taken as the Panchamahabhutas, taking it as the Jiva, Ranam of Jivas. Ayanatva, being the abode, when Pralaye, Yat Prayantyabivishanti, Yato va imani bhutani jayanti, Yena jatani jivanti, Yat Prayantyabivishanti, Tad vijitnyasasva, Tad brahmeti. Their bhutas are taken as not Panchamahabhutas. They are also included there. But as living beings, being jivas. Jivas are born from whom? Including Panchamahabhutas. From whom? In which it exists and to which they merge back. So that is Ayana. Final abode of Jivas is what? This Parameshwar Tattva, Bhagavat Tattva, Vishnu Tattva. So from that standpoint, means in Pradaya, for Jivas, who is the abode, is who? Narayana. This is we find in, yes, of course, we have seen that. It is from the Taittiriya Upanishad, Bhruguvalli, first mantra. In also we find this definition in Brahma Vaivarta Purana. That is said, Naranam Ayanam. Naranam, Jivanam, Ayanam, abode. Therefore it is called Narayana Srutapara. In Manusmriti also, we get a definition. Apo Nara iti prokta. Is water. Water indicates Upalakshana or Panchamahabhutas. They are called Nara. Why? Because Apo vai Narasunava. Water is what? Narasunava. Prajani of Paramatma. Nara here is Naranarayana, the Paramatma. So the Panchamahabhutas characterized by Apo, water, are what? Progeny of Paramatma. That is born of Paramatma. So Taha, those Apa means those Panchamahabhutas. Ayanam Purvam. Ayanam means it can mean a home or Ashraya or Adhisthana, basis. Purvam, first. So therefore, for this Panchamahabhutas, the Ashraya, Adhisthana, that is Purvam, first, is who? Narayana. Therefore, it's called Narayana Sutta. One more derivation is given from Narasimha Purana. Narayanaya Namaha iti ayameva satyam. Narayanaya Namaha. My namaskara to Narayana. Iti eva. This is what? Satyaha mantra is that means the most effective mantra. For what? Samsara Ghora Visha Samkranaya mantra. Satya means infallible, can never go wrong. Certainly does its job. What is that job? The Samsara Ghora Visha Samharanaya. Samharanaya, to destroy. What? Visha, poison. What type of poison it is? Ghora, terrific means deadly poison. What is it actually? Samsara. Narayanaya Namaha is the sure mantra for destroying the deadly poison of samsara. The mantra. Will you agree that samsara is a deadly poison? Question comes, what is samsara? What is the general concept of samsara? Having wife, children, property, and all that is the general concept. Oh, that is included there. But Samsara, samsarati, goes on changing our existence as an individual entity, always on the move, change from birth to death, death to birth, birth to death, transmigration, punarjanma, and in between, what? Not everything is cozy. Lots of problems, this, that. Some joy also is there. But that joy gets invariably accompanied by more sorrows. Can you tell me why? To have joy. What do you mean by joy? Sense pleasure. Vishaya bhoga. That is the source of our happiness as a human being. Human being or any living being. To have Vishaya bhoga. What is indispensable? To begin with, those desired Vishayas are there. Yes. Is it enough? They do all, let us say, food. Plenty of food, varieties of dishes. Over? No. You should have appetite. They say money can buy food, but not appetite, hunger. So who has what is hunger? Your stomach. What is your stomach? A part of your body, anatomical structure. Now, to enjoy the food, you should have what? The body. And also, along with that, a sound mind. If the mind is very much disturbed, even the sumptuous food served will not make much difference in giving you happiness and joy. Is it not? Means food is a sample for any Vishaya Bhoga, sense pleasure. First and foremost investment is what? The physical body and the mind. You may argue, what are you telling us? That is what me. If I am not there with the question of sense pleasure, but are you questioning the very existence of me in terms of body, mind, intellect, equipment? Yes. Because it is not me. It is not true you. It is something which is inert in nature. And because of some ignorance and consequent misidentification, you have taken this body as I, which is the source of diseases onwards, all sorrows. You need not inquire much. This cyclic hunger and thirst itself is enough. Can anyone tolerate hunger and thirst for a long time? For general, this thing, पेट के वास्ते, for the sake of stomach. See, just imagine if this body were such that It doesn't need food and water. That's how it still survives. 50% of the problem is over. Is it not? So therefore, you have to earn it. Why body? Which body? Truly me, not me. Mistaken as me. So the you, true you, which Shastras, Upanishad declare, the true I, Chit Chaitanya, you, forgetting your Swarupa, which is Paramananda, free from death, free from birth, itself is self-evident knowledge principle, ever existent in nature. Somehow, having forgotten, you mistake this body as I and then go on hunting the joy here and there. Along with that, invariably, you order sorrows, which we can verify in our waking state and dream state. You are prone to be sorrowful. The cause may be anything. Only in waking and dream state. In the deep sleep state, there is no sorrow at all. No sorrow can ever be possible in the absence of the cognition of physical body and the subtle body, mind, intellect, equipment. Yet you are. And after waking up, you say, oh, I slept happily. Means you are experiencing happiness. But unfortunately, that cause, ignorance was still present. And that is what makes you, again, jump in samsara after waking up. So that means the samsara ghora, the deadly point of samsara is nothing but the sum total of our experiences from the birth to the death, which is more full of sorrow than the joy. And even the joy is something fleeting in nature, dependent on many things as such, all the time being me, true I, the Paramananda Swarupa. Can there be more deadly poison than that? So therefore, this Narayana Namaha is a mantra, is surely going to destroy the deadly poison of samsara. So you may wonder, oh, that's the case. That means what? You are freed from Narayana mantra. Then why Upanishads, etc.? Not directly Narayana mantra. Narayana mantra destroys your duritas. It activates your viveka buddhi. You develop vairagya. You are no more fascinated by the Vishaya Bhoga. And that mind, which is now more withdrawn from Vishaya Bhoga, which is Antarmukha, you take to inquiry, Shravana. What is Atma? What is Anatma? What is I? What is not I? Manana, reflect on that. Nididhyasana, repeatedly contemplate that. And you discover what you are in reality. Started from where? Narayana Namah. This mantra will never fail you. Again, now don't bring this. Oh, Narayana Namah Shivaya will not do. Not that. Bhagavat Tattva. In any name and any form you invoke, Bhagavan responds. Those fanatics will say only Narayana, others are secondary. Even they say this. This Bhagwan word is used for many meanings. Bhagwan Shiva, Bhagwan Vishnu, Bhagwan Brahma, Bhagwan so and so, so and so, so and Ganapati, etc. But primarily it is for Bhagwan Vishnu. But secondarily, Shiva, etc. Why? Because Paramatma Tattva is the topmost one is who? Vishnu. Others are secondary. I heard one example. He says, this is all going on. See, first thing, these people don't know Shastras and they sit on the seat of authority, Vyasapita, and go on saying anything and everything. And gullible masses, because Shraddha, they swallow it. He said, how? You give the example, is very interesting. See, a villager went to a town where his brother was working in a factory or some setup. So he went there. Meanwhile, the supervisor came there. The brother introduced his brother, village brother, he is my boss. And it happened that afterwards, so the manager came. And he was introduced, he is the boss of who? He is my boss. Because his boss is supervisor, supervisor boss is manager. Then came the managing director. Again, when you boss. Then came the very proprietor. So what is the boss? How many bosses are there now? Who is the real boss? Proprietor, is it not? Others are secondary. Like that, Vishnu is the Bhagavan, Paramatma. It should not be used for other things. But secondarily, they are said Bhagavan, Bhagavan, Bhagavan is secondary. What is the logic? One more thing. See, Krishna can become Shiva, but Shiva cannot become Krishna. Example, milk can become curd, but curd cannot become milk. Convincing or not? This is how these people are. Look, have bhakti. Stick to that. That Narayana will take care. But you don't philosophize this. Why he says so is, that's the main thing. It may be told in other Puranas, like Bhagavan, Shiva, etc. But वो सब निम्न पुराण है. You know what is Nimna Purana? Secondary Purana. Why? Bhagavad is the main Purana. I have to tell you because now what made these people think that Bhagavad is the main Purana? The episode. What is the episode? Vyasa, having compiled Vedas, having composed Brahma Sutras, having written Mahabharata, having composed 18 Puranas, was not satisfied and he was sad. Be careful here. Why was he sad? He was not sad because what he has compiled and composed so far is wrong. No, truth only. But he was sad that all these cannot be made use by a lay person who want to get the highest moksha, but these means are not at his disposal. And therefore, I have failed in providing the means sadhana for even these people who can uplift them to the highest moksha. That is what made him sorrow. Not that what was established was wrong, but these people don't understand. Narada comes and tells, look, and he said, Bhagavad. And what did that say? Mainly centered where? On Krishna Lila. Because Krishna Lila is such thing. The entire history of Purana is a very unique sadhana for people to take to. So from that easy path to begin with, don't think that Bhagavata is what all Krishna this thing. The first verse of Bhagavata, you just study. It's nothing but Brahma Sutra type. Janma Jasyatana. It speaks of nothing but Chaitanya Tattva, the ultimate reality, which these people don't accept. So who is wrong? Bhagavat is great. Nothing. Had they understood Bhagavat thoroughly, they will not raise all these problems. You have to be very careful. Of course, those who have got capacity to inquire into that on own, they will not fall for that, but gullible people certainly fall for it. Bhakti is something unique, but doesn't mean you can philosophize it to your notions, etc. However great you are as a bhakta. See, if the true bhakti is there, if that bhakta lives a life of dharma, and at the same time, the bhakta has got perfect vairagya, and his bhakti is for the sake of Bhagavan, and not even for any heavens like Goloka, Vaikuntha Loka, etc. If that is so, he need not bother about one thing. Let me stick to bhakti. Bhagavan will take care of. Teshamaham sabuddhartha mruti samsara sagar. That doesn't mean those who take to other things will go to hell. This is what they indirectly, they are wrong. This should not be attitude. So that way the case is samsara ghora. Narayana mantra is the one which makes you eligible in course of time to discover the highest truth. It is more effective in Kali Yuga, wherein other sadhanas are not that easily possible for all to take to, because quite a number of them need initial qualification or eligibility. But as far as Bhagavan Nama, Bhagavad Bhakti is concerned, even a person with a durachari, violate dharma, will certainly get the result of such taking to Bhagavan Nama. Many instances are there. From that standpoint, to begin with, bhakti is something which is unique. And if it takes to, in course of time, whatever taken to, will see to it that Shipram Bhavati Dharmatma, Shashvat Shantim Adhigachati. In course of time, the very force of that Bhagavana Bhakti, he will what? Distance himself from adharma, durachara. He will become sadachari, dharmatma, and after what? With speed he can progress. So from that standpoint, this mantra of Narayana Nama, any Nama, Bhagavad Nama, non-stop, that mantra have to be viewed and not to profess that Vishnu is superior and other are not superior. See, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, these Tribhutis are not from Jiva category. They are not born of Karma. Hiranyagarbha, Virat are from Jiva category, but not Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. They are from Ishvara category. And yet, Upadhi wise, you should know this thoroughly. Upadhi wise, there is a difference. Many don't know the truth. Many things like this. Vishnu is Sattvic, Brahma is Rajasic, and Shiva is Tamasic. Because Shiva uses Tamoguna for Samvara. Vishnu uses Sattva-guna for Sthiti, Palana. Brahmaji, Brahma, not Brahma. Brahma uses Rajoguna for Utpatti. This is from their Upadhi standpoint, embodiment standpoint, for the role for which they have taken this embodiment. Ishvara only. So that is what is there. Their embodiment is from Vishuddha Sattva Pradhana Maya. Their avidya is not there. And never for them the Swarupa is Avrita. Means always they are aware of the Swarupa. And yet it is Ishvara's design that their upadhis are varied. Make a note of it. This concept that Vishnu is Sattvic, Shiva is Tamasic, Brahma is Rajasic, is not totally correct. They use these gunas, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, for their specific function or mission of creating, sustaining, or protecting and destroying. True. But if you want to know the truth, it is like this. Shiva's embodiment is what? Highly sattvic. Pradhana in Shiva's case is Sattva Guna. In Vishnu's case, the main factor is Tamoguna. And in Brahma's case, the Upadhi's main factor is Rajoguna. Keep in mind, Bhagavan Krishna has told in 18th chapter Bhagavad Gita, verse 40, if I remember correct, he says, the entire creation, there is no entity which is not made of all the three gunas. Whether it is the embodiment of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, or any insignificant creature, all are made up of Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna in a varying degrees. Predominant is something, subordinate is another thing. From that standpoint, Shiva's embodiment is the highly sattvic. But the Rajoguna, Tamoguna are there. He uses Tamoguna for samhara, because that was necessary for samhara, because his job is there as a deity, devata, not the Paramatma. Vishnu's embodiment is predominantly tamasic, but he uses Sattva Guna for palana. So all the three are there. Whereas Brahma's body is predominantly rajasic, and he uses Rajoguna only for utpatti. So this is a varying degree. As a result, the degree of manifestation of Paramatma Tattva is more in Shiva. Number 2 in Vishnu. Number 3 in Brahma. Degree of manifestation. But the Upadhi being such that they never have got what avidya or ignorance. As a result, all the three, in spite of such embodiment, are always aware of that Paramatma Swarupa. And from that standpoint, they always are in the category of Ishvara and not Jiva. But such variation in the Upadhi is there. This is not to be careful. This cannot be used as a tool to say that Shiva is superior, not other two. No. Because when Shiva says I, Vishnu says I, Brahma says I, Krishna says I, from the Adhyatma standpoint, it is Paramatma only. For Vyavahara, I may say, Vasudeva Putra, etc. or I am Avatara, may say. So therefore, problem for some devotees is that whenever Krishna says I, they literally take the body of Krishna. It's Nama Rupa. Then if Krishna means I means body, what difference between Krishna and an ordinary Ajnani person? No. So therefore, be very careful. Devotion is something great. Mantras like Narayana Namah Shivaya Namah, great. But that is not a tool to misinterpret the Purana Shastras like this. Because I'm hearing this. So stick to bhakti. Proceed further. But if you want to talk about the Tattva Jnana, about the ultimate reality, the ultimate primary substance, you have to go to Shastra, not picked up like this. Entire field of Shastra you have to take, beginning from Upanishads, Smritis, all this. There must be harmony among this. And the rule is, if you find, while ascertaining the ultimate reality, there's a clash between Upanishad and Smriti. Smriti can be Purana, or Mahabharata, Ramayana, or other texts based on Upanishad. Any text. If there is a clash, the rule is what is told in the Vedas, Upanishad alone is the correct one, others should be discarded. Such things that at some places are there. Otherwise, it is not so. The harmony is there. So you cannot philosophize with a just what your very narrow view of picking up something only to the total exclusion of what is told elsewhere. Even as the devotee also has to be very careful, and more so if he is teaching others. It is said, if one shishya is spoiled bad, only one person gets spoiled. But if one teacher is spoiled one, you spoil many people. So the people who in the name of bhakti, who speak of such things, should be very careful. No doubt Bhagavan is very dayalu, ananta kalyana guna sampurna. But he will not brook such things. If you don't know, leave it to him. Bhagavan, I don't understand what it is. It's confusing. They say things like that. Please you guide me. Bhagavan will guide you. But you don't sit on the seat of judgment and don't become a Jagat Guru. So I had to tell this because such things are going on. There's some devotion is there. I don't question. And from that standpoint, good. They're inculcating some devotion. But please don't misguide. For that context of Narayana Nama Satya Mantra is not a final one. But these are called as what is called as this is Arthavada. A phrase like salesmanship. You take this mantra, very effective. People who are meant for that will certainly take seriously such mantra. Depend on that. It applies to any Bhagavan Nama, any mantra involving Bhagavan Nama. So that means the case, this Narayana is the one who is sure. Narayana is a mantra for this deadly poison of samsara. This is, I don't know the context, but from the further portion, it appears that someone who is declaring with their hands raised, please listen. This Narayana Nama, such a great mantra, he says, Shrunavanto, O you people, please listen. And who are then O you people? Bhavya Matayaha, whose mati is Bhavya, means whose mati is Buddhi is what? Clean, calm, good, means Shuddhanta Karana. O you people, who have Shuddhanta Karana, please listen this. And what I'm telling you what? And who are these people? Yatayaha Astaraga. Yatayaha Yatnashilaha. Those who put forth all efforts to gain this highest discovery. Astaraga, who have freed themselves from raga. Raga is asakti, preeti, parvishayas. And do you know how am I telling you? Uchchaistaram, Upadishami. person whoever, maybe I don't know the context. I am telling you, Uchchaistara means very loudly. I am now declaring this, and that was how Urdhva Bhavu with uplifted hand. Oh, you such people, please listen me. I am proclaiming what with my and very loudly with what my raised hand, uplifted that Narayana Namaha is what? Satya mantra, sure mantra, which will never fail you. Samsara Ghora Vishasamharanaya, for destroying the Ghora, the deadly poison of samsara. This style must be known. That doesn't mean see. Narayana told, not Shiva, not Brahma. Of course, Brahma is not because certain thing is not Ganesha, not Devi. They are secondary. Such a wrong notion should not be kept. So therefore, Narayana. The next one here is Naraha. Jandur Narayano Naraha. Here, the derivation of Naraha can be different. But you have seen Atma and Jiva as Nara. Here, Nara is Nayati iti Nara. One who leads. So, who is the Sanatanaha Paramatma? Who said this? Vyasa Vachanam. One who leads. What is this leading? It can be twofold. One leading is in terms of our embodiment, having Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, Prana, Mana, Buddhi, etc. They are made to function. They are enabled to function as Antaryami, abiding in all of them. All these faculties, in the case of each and every individual jiva, are made to function leads or to Shastras, guides, leads to the ultimate destination, what one has to accomplish in the life. That also is where in the human life. Why? Because human life is designed for higher gains. It is called karma bhumi. You have a limited free will, not total, limited free will to make you better and gain the higher and higher goal of life. Which freedom is neither in the denizens of heaven nor lower embodiment like animals, etc. They are called as bhoga bhumi. There mainly you experience, enjoy or suffer the results of past karmas. Whereas human embodiment, no doubt prarabdha bhoga is there, but purushartha, self-effort, a limited freedom to make you better, or you are damn you also. You can make or you can mar. Are there? A Viveki has to make best use of it to discover one's Swarupa. So that is how Naraha, the one who leads Nayati, the Bhagavan, who is Antaryami, enables us to function. And also, as a Jagat Guru, Guru of all, leads us on the path of discovery of what is the true nature of Jiva, the me individual, Jagat, the total, and Ishvara, who is the creator, sustainer, and destroyer of the Jagat. Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara has got one reality under them. The basis, Adhishthana of Jiva, Jagat, and Ishvara is Chaitanya Rupa, Paramatma, Brahma, which unfortunately certain section of devotees are not ready to accept, even though whom they adore speaks of the same thing. I have got reason behind this to say that. For example, in the followers of Vishnu, maybe in the modern world, not in the past, not so, because Narada, etc., are great Vaishnavas, Shuka, great Vaishnava. But Parabrahma Jnanis they were. Nowadays, certain section of these do not accept Chaitanya as the ultimate reality. Whereas Bhagavan Rama, while teaching to Lakshmana, great devotee Narada, while teaching Dharmaraja, the particular context, what is called as technically Panchikarana Dhyana, a meditation wherein from effect, the most gross effect, the Jagat, you go to the cause, and finally merge in the ultimate reality. And he says at the end, Chinmatram avasheshay. Retain only Chinmatra. Chaitanya and Chaitanya only. Even the so-called Maya, Avidya is not there. Leave alone the embodiments of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, or 5 elements. They speak of this Chinmatra and Brahma. Rama takes help of Omkara. Narada doesn't take up Omkara. But other ways, from effect to cause, he goes up to Chaitanya. And this is what, with Rama, Vishnu. Means these are such great people who deny the teaching of the one whom they adore as what? Bhagavan needs a great scrutiny on their part More so, others be alert. Don't get carried away by such teaching as such. I had to tell this. Of course, I have to digress, but better you are aware and you can alert some people who get carried away by such teaching as the Naraha. So, Madhva leads Nayati Naraha. Next, we'll see Asankheya, Prameya, Matra. Next. Om. Yes.
ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ